Within the scope of this episode, we will investigate the Bitcoin market, talk about the correction, and talk about where we want to go from here. Continuing on from the first video of the day, we will talk about the recent strike that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) had against another firm that had received a Wells notice. We are going to hear a little rant from Charles Hoskins about Tether, the company that issues the US dollar, claiming revenues of more than $2.5 billion. And we are also going to hear from Stellar, who are still going strong despite their small size. Without further ado, we will immediately proceed to review the XRP chart. To add insult to injury, take a seat, relax, and let's go for a jump. Ethereum has witnessed a decrease of 45% in the previous day, resulting in a price of $7,990 in Bitcoin at $5,522. Additionally, Ethereum is presently trading at a loss of 4.57% against USDT and USDC, both of which are tracking the dollar. Peg is running a nasty and lean XRP. At the moment, it is in the red, which is 51 cents. There is a value of $2 trillion, or $375 billion, in the Bitcoin market, and it accounts for 21% of that value. We are the most extensive project on the XRP ledger, and we are about to unleash something very remarkable. Every single person who watches this video will be given the opportunity to take advantage of the free access. A total of more than 1.1 million XRP will be delivered to your wallet immediately. Be wary there. Sign up for the Discord channels that are indicated below to make sure you don't miss out on your opportunity. An established cryptocurrency asserts that we are present. When testing, the bulls must hold zones between 65 and 69,000. It has been discovered that losing this region justifies the deviation, while keeping it allows for a swipe of the final set of highs that have not yet been examined. There you have it, unrealized potential highs. At this very moment, we are in the vicinity of reaching an all-time high, which is precisely the range that I have been working towards, analyzing, and talking about on this channel almost every single day. Maintaining our conviction that the market will recover, paying attention to Bitcoin, and obtaining this information from crypto.com are all things that we need to do. There is a significant decrease in the price of Bitcoin. Just a quick fix, is that all? According to reports, the price of Bitcoin is reversing gains from the aforementioned zone of $73.50 to $500. Despite the fact that Bitcoin has dropped back below $70,000 and is exhibiting some symptoms of a more gloomy future. This suggests that Bitcoin has begun a new downward trend from the $73,500 zone, which is the zone from which we were unable to break out and hit an all-time high. We are currently trading below both the 100-hour simple moving average as well as the $71,500 mark at this moment. A pause then took place. Below a large bullish trend line, which is providing support for a 70,000 level on the hourly chart, the pair is displaying some bearish symptoms. The duo has the capability of reaching levels of 574,000 through testing. Individuals, on a daily basis, I check out this website, and if you have a look at my history, you will notice that I share my Bitcoin forecasts with you. The market as a whole has been accused of election fraud, and if you look at the tweets that I have out there, you will notice that the charges are becoming more intense. In the tweet, Trump invites him to increase his bets on hedges, noting that a $10,000 investment on Harris might result in a payment of $25,000 at the present price. This is based on the assumption that Harris would win the presidential election in the United States. According to the report, the probabilities of Harris winning have increased from 33% 2 days ago to approximately 39%, while the odds of Trump winning have decreased to 61%. There is a possibility that traders are hedging their best strategies, which could explain the increase in Harris odds. When it comes to gambling, it is always okay to take a hedge whenever it is possible to do so. Nothing is wrong with the election that is going to take place soon. No matter which side emerges victorious, we will gain insight into the current state of Bitcoin and the events that will take place during the bull market in the year 2025. It is possible to make a few bucks by coming out on both sides. In order to quantify what they are doing, the SEC has launched a token for Immutable, a Web3 game firm that has seen its value drop by 133% already. As more individuals become aware of the news, it is projected that the token price will decrease even further. This is taking place approximately 16 hours after the dissemination of the information. The token in question is completely unrelated to me, and I do not possess any of it. I didn't look into it at length. As part of Mel's notice, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) informed the Web3 gambling company that they had not been provided with regulatory clarity or even contacted over their EMEX coin. Thus, you have been given a slap on the wrist. And he is referring to the good notes because those are going to be the ones that they go for next. He does not feel secure. Attention is required in this situation. To this day, coins have no value, and they will continue to be such. Coins do not and will never have any value, and they never will. You degenerates need to stop expecting that they will, and you need to let go of your paranoia. I would ask that you refrain from making something out of nothing. Despite the fact that you can have fun and that it is either gambling or degeneracy, prices fluctuate upward and downward. What are the outcomes of this game will be? Your purchase of a token results in a tiny increase in its value, which in turn encourages a large number of other players to purchase it as quickly as possible. What is this next? The way the game is played is that other players will pile on top of you. The operation of meme coins has always been conducted in this manner, and it will continue to be done thus. I see, and what about this? As for the culture, what was it? As for everything else, what about it? It is impossible for an individual to have a culture. The process of capturing my photograph and utilizing it to make a meme coin for the pump and dump degen is about to descend into degeneracy. Following that, you should take into consideration what I just described as a purchase indication. What a fool I am. Do you have integrity? If I'm being completely honest, I don't believe in memes or coins, but we are all aware of the fact that they are useless. They are useless. No one wants them, and they are useful idiots who lose their value when they lose their shine. They are worthless. The hypothesis of the larger idiot is exactly what it is. It provides an explanation of how meme coins function as well as the current amount of popularity that they have. People have become bored as a result of the empty market. Following a period of 3 years in which the market was brutal, many made the decision to put their cash in cryptocurrencies. They were able to carry water from one side of the bathtub to the other using a wonderful chino, and a few individuals were incredibly fortunate enough to make a meme coin that travels to the moon, and when it eventually falls apart, they continue. They move on to the next object, one after the other, in sequential order. For what reason do you believe that one item will be followed by another, and then another, and then another? In all honesty, you have to love in order to do that. What's up? It is true that Boy Golds is right when he rants. The currency of memes has no utility and no value. You were informed by him. It is imperative that you proceed with extreme caution if you observe meme coins arriving. In the course of the live stream that took place on this channel, we talked about meme currencies. Memes are currencies that are created by a group of persons working together. Individuals that promote it are rewarded with free tokens. After monitoring the surge, they dump on top of the coins that are most important to you, are entirely devoid of any purpose. Someone who is engaged in building a main coin that is purpose-driven and valuable will provide something other than free tokens if they are motivated in doing so. It is important to note that free tokens are not a beneficial tool for a main coin because they are created for free. Does anyone know if there is a free token distribution? What are you looking forward to taking place? Do you find it annoying when people simply throw away the free token that they have been given? Not only have I never seen or understood why so many people get excited about receiving free tokens during a terrible coin airdrop, but I've also never seen those folks. A decline in price is the worst possible outcome that could occur as a result of your actions. The amount of selling pressure that has been applied will never allow the price to rebound. The amount of money that would be required to recover from it would be twice as much. Take care to avoid losing any of your XRP in the course of these transactions. In spite of the fact that we are the largest object in the region and memes that are doing nothing, people believe that we are useful. In response to your inquiry about the utility, the answer is that we are unable to discuss it. At the moment, they are unable to supply any information regarding the utility of their services. At this very moment, they are engaged in the process of coming up with ideas. I ask that you please be cautious. Due to the fact that we are extremely close to the bear room, we ask that you take care not to lose any of your XRP tokens. On coins that are implied, the third quarter profits for Tether totaled $2.5 billion. In addition to retaining $100 billion in cash from the United States Treasury, the organization allows for the ownership of big gold holdings, and a significant increase in the price of the yellow metal led to an increase in earnings. There is no way that Tether could have declared $2.5 billion. Without a doubt insane, you can access the interview by clicking here. Why are people in the United States so adamantly opposed to cryptocurrencies? During the time that Sam Bankman was free, he began to attack Gary Heiner, bringing to our attention the fact that he had previously advocated for blockchain technology and that there was a public record of his meetings with SBF. Despite their best efforts, they were compelled to end their marriage to him. And this is the way that they are doing it. On the contrary, this is precisely what the narrative intends to do. It is Wigra Crypto's intention to show you the chart there. Nevertheless, you have forgotten what he did and how Gensler was actually engaged. In an ideal situation, you would make use of his most recent chart. With regard to the XRP scenario, the range is as follows: $17 at the first stop, $110